Hello, everyone. I am Dark Gamer Wolf, also known as Devante Sewell, bringing you a new series on this channel. This is episode 0 of World Wrestling GM Mode. This will be a series where you will see 4 brands ran by 5 GMs, and I say 5 because one show is run by 2 people, and now these people are good friends of mine. They are from the call community, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do for this series. So starting off, we have Raw. Raw will be run by my friend Yuki. She is the much more competitive, I think, of all the brands. She's very much willing to crush anyone that gets in her way, and I'm very much interested to see what she'll do with Raw. SmackDown is run by J Mamba. He's a lot more chill. Doesn't really care about brand supremacy as much as Yuki does. Uh, so that will be interesting once we get the Survivor Series and see how things go there. He's just looking to, make a good show that his fans will be able to enjoy. NXT is the brand that I mentioned before, the one that is run by 2 general managers. Adam Rage and Kyle Young. These two are very interesting. They will very much complement each other when it comes to their booking methods, and just gotta hope that no one gets hurt when it comes to if the wrestlers decide to piss off Kyle. He does not play around. Then lastly we have Power 25 that is going to be run by my friend Sean Parker. Sean Parker is going to be running the more indie style show. So I can't wait to see what he's going to do. He has already made a very interesting roster. And talk about segue, we'll talk about the rosters. Now, because of scheduling issue, I don't think there was going to be any way for me to get all 4 of them into a call so I could do a live drafting. So we did a draft in a chat where all 4 shows picked off their 30 their 30 people that they were gonna start off with. And I'm just gonna run down and let you all see what they have. Raw, Yuki definitely picked a lot of very interesting individuals, especially for her women's division. You'll see she's got quite a few Joshi wrestlers, and you'll see that uh, no one was on the table. We put everybody on a list, and anyone was they were allowed to pick whoever they want, whether they were in the WWE or not. So it makes the rosters very interesting, and you'll see a lot of very interesting characters. And very interesting things she has done with her brand. Like example, she has recently decided to use her currency, which yes, just like a GM mode, all general managers will have a balance of money that they start with, which is 3K, and there are several things that they can use that money for to be able to buy things for their show, whether it be using their money to make new tag teams, using their money to have gimmick matches on their shows, or making whole new events, which is quite expensive but can come back to make them good money for their show. Going to SmackDown, Jay Mamba's show definitely made a very interesting show again. A lot of great competitors, so I definitely expect to see a lot of great matches. So with also another thing that you will expect to see on this series is that random occurrences will happen every month. Now, how this will happen is that at the end of the month, I will spin a wheel. This wheel will have a bunch of random occurrences, both good and not so good. So, and anything can happen from maybe they get some extra money, maybe they lose money, maybe a wrestler gets hurt, maybe a wrestler quits their company. Who knows? Anything can happen with these random occurrences, and they will happen for all 4 of the brands every month of the universe mode. So it will definitely keep the general managers on their toes when they have to decide what when they have to deal with those things. Now, as I've already said, that they do have money, and here's the NXT roster. They will have a way of earning money. Now, every show, I will be rating their matches. from 1 to 5. My rating will go based off of, how well the AI handled the match, if the match, how much it made sense, stuff like that. If just I'm gonna be as fair as possible, and how it will work is each once the show is over, and I'll rate both matches and segments, so promos. We will see. I will then make an average out of the star ratings for each of the matches and segments, and whatever the average is, will decide whether they how much they will get. So, say the show got an average of 3 stars, then that show will get $300, and that's how much the company will make on that show. That is something that will be happening. A lot of these things will be posted on our Twitter, which will be able to see in the description of every episode. And not only that, in the description, you will also see a document that will allow you to see the rosters of all of the general managers. You will see the free agents, as there are still many free agents that we have split up between 4 categories. Well, technically 5. There are main eventers, there are upper mid carders, lower mid carders, jabronis, and managers. The reason there are these 4 categories is because each of these categories have a set value where if one of the general managers decide they want to add to their roster, they will pay that amount. If you want a main eventer, they will pay up to $500, while a jabroni is worth only 50. And these are again, if you go on our document, you will get to see all of the things that the general managers are going to be able to use their money for. Of course, there are also other ways for them to get money, like retiring championships and everything like that. So these are just the interesting things that you get to see, and that was the rosters of all 4 shows. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with them, but that's not all that was done in this chat. We also allowed all 4 brands to decide what pay-per-views they were going to have throughout the calendar of this universe mode. Now, all 4 got 5 exclusive pay-per-views, but SmackDown and Raw still got the typical big ones that usually Raw and SmackDown have. So they still have to deal with Money in the Bank, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and I do believe the Royal Rumble. But all 4 brands do have have their own shows, which I will show off. As you can see, Night of Champions belongs to SmackDown. Vengeance belongs to Raw. As you see, on June we have a stacked amount of pay-per-views with NXT Chicago belonging to NXT, of course. Power 25's Best in the World, which is the culmination of a big tournament that they will be doing. He will be doing. Uh, then we have Clash of Champions for Raw, Backlash for SmackDown, and then going on to July, we will be seeing Raw and SmackDown for Money in the Bank. How we will be doing that is that there will be a briefcase match, of course, for the men and women. That will be a split between Raw and SmackDown. So Raw will get 3 individuals, and SmackDown will get 3 individuals for a 6-man, or we may do 8-man. From a 6 to a 8-man ladder match. It will be cut in half between Raw and SmackDown, and either Raw or SmackDown will walk away with the Money in the Bank briefcase for the men and women. Moving on, for Sean, Power 25. Once again, we have Death by Dishonor. Then we have once again Raw and SmackDown, SummerSlam. Then NXT Takeover for September will be in Tokyo. Then going on to October, SmackDown with Extreme Rules, NXT Takeover, Halloween Havoc happening on October, and Raw with Hell in a Cell. Going on to November, Raw and SmackDown will be having the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Going on to December, we will be seeing Power 25's Final Battle pay-per-view. We will be seeing Raw with Armageddon. And then SmackDown will be having Starcade. January, we'll be seeing Raw and SmackDown with Royal Rumble. February, we have NXT uh, Paris, take NXT Takeover Paris. And then March, we will see Power 25's anniversary pay-per-view, SmackDown with Fastlane, and Raw with the Elimination Chamber. And then lastly, in April, we will see NXT Takeover Philadelphia, WrestleMania for Raw and SmackDown, and the Super Card of Power for Power 25, Sean Parker's show. And that is the pay-per-views we're going to see each and every month. And I cannot wait to see what we're going to get on those pay-per-views. Many great things are going to happen with this show, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And there also I'll be implementing a prize system as a more incentive to try to get the best ratings on each show. So after a certain amount of time, if I see a show is getting the best rating each week, then they will get a prize. I have not stated which these prizes are, but that will be stated in the future. With that being said, this is episode 0. I hope y'all are excited for this series as much as I am. I will also be commentating the matches, of course, so you'll get to see how I react to all the matches. Of course, they will all be live for me when I record them, so I have no clue what's gonna happen. So this is gonna be a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to see what goes down. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. And I cannot wait for episode 1 as much as you can't wait for it. I will see you all next time. Bye bye.